As many of you are probably familiar by now that the Japanese commercial of McDonald's managed to stir up quite the controversy. So I wanted to see what the commercial is about. I mean, it's Japan, right? Anime, no brainer. And it's got lo-fi music. Hold on, we need to stop it for copyright reasons. Very wholesome. Look at this. Oh my god, that's so cute. So basically, let's analyze the commercial. It shows a happy family, which is enjoying a happy meal. You have the boiga right here. Very important, by the way. When you make a commercial, you want to show the product. And what it accomplishes is it makes me feel of a time when I was with my family together. Those were happy moments. Unfortunately, my mother passed away. So this commercial is creating a little bit of nostalgia. It's showing me McDonald's, right? Like the French fries, they're good, they're yummy. So it actually makes me want to go out and have a McDonald's. But Americans were in distress. It was like watching a horror movie when seeing this. So I, as a Romanian, was a little baffled, and I wanted to see the difference. Like, how do McDonald's commercials look like in the United States? And it didn't take long for me to Google so that the naruhodo can intensify. As we can see, the McDonald's advertisement in the United States has an important message saying that black trans women have a very simple message: stop killing us. So unlike the previous Japanese commercial, which was wholesome and showed a happy family, this one comes with a message of death and murder. But worst of all, there is no boiga. Like, I looked at it, no boiga whatsoever. So unlike the previous commercial that makes me hungry and makes me want to go to a McDonald's, this commercial makes me outraged. It makes me want to go to social media where I can make a difference. This is how you push for change. You need to start the revolution. I mean, look, the McDonald's is informing me that the United States is violating the human rights of its citizens. Why do you do this, Joe Biden? Joe Biden, what is wrong with you? Do you disagree with McDonald's? I don't see any readers offering content. It must be true. Why are the Democrats doing this, right? But you know what? I'm outraged now. When I'm outraged, I'm not hungry. I don't need to have a boiga. So I can understand why the Japanese commercial is superior. The American commercial causes outrage. It causes me to not feel comfortable. It makes me want to go on social media so I can express myself, but definitely away from McDonald's. Now, people from the United States, now many people who I believe were demoralized on Reddit have expressed their grievous concerns about this commercial. So I want to read a couple. It's creepy. Like a horror movie. It's great. You know what? Like, recently, I haven't seen many good horror movies, so I wanted to see if this commercial is it. Unfortunately, it didn't do it for me. But it did do it for this gentleman. It's creepy how the mom has the exact same proportions as the child, like literally down to the hand. So basically, there is no cooking. There is no cooking in this commercial. The child looks like the mother. If the child looks like the mother, that is creepy. It needs to look different than the mother, right? Apparently, I love my McBreeding ads. Yes, an ad that supports the family. Horrible, right? Needs criticismus. Wrong. Nobody has ever had the McDonald's. Nobody has ever had a Happy Meal. I guess like this gentleman shouldn't have been included in this. I mean, he may be joking, you know, maybe he doesn't like McDonald's, that it makes you fat. That would be acceptable as a criticism. People are ironically, like, people believe that this is pedophilia. And I will tell you why. They believe that the mother is too young. No, we are literally there. Yes, if you want to be accepted as a civilized member of society, you can join the furry fandom. You can donate to your favorite OnlyFans lady. You are allowed to watch Netflix cuties. Like, those are fine. But watching anime is problematic because, you see, some people can carbon date the characters you like. So if you like this lady from a McDonald's commercial, it is clearly not that the anime style doesn't really draw humans. and the way that the anime style makes it, it's kind of difficult to tell the age of the character. But even in this situation, you can definitely point out that the person here is an adult and this is the child. But again, like, some Americans are having difficulty grasping this, and you know that the current culture in the United States is to mistake fact from fiction. I mean, it kind of always was that way. I remember on Fox News, I was reminded constantly every time there was a shooter in the United States that he liked GTA and he played that video game. If you listen to rock music, it's the music of the devil. Now, apparently, if you watch anime, you must be a child molester or something. It's Americans being Americans. But still, you know, it had to be mentioned. Like, this is what they got upset from this commercial, which, again, is not even sexual in any way, shape, or form, right? Meanwhile, in the United States, we noticed commercials about death, right? Like, that is fine. That is progressive. That is the way forward. This is the way backwards, I guess. This is another stuff that bothers me too. Kid is probably 4 or 5. She's old enough to eat by herself. Like look about how deep the introspection is getting. Like, I didn't even think about this. Like, I was looking at this and I was just, well, this is a wholesome family doing, like, family things. But no, apparently she's old enough to eat by herself, right? So, like, she's old enough to go to Drag Kid Story Hour, is what they're trying to say. The way the mom hand feeds her a fry is weird. Dude, it's fucking weird for you. I know, like, maybe you haven't experienced this, but it's called parental affection. It's a bizarre thing. Now I understand why there are so many people on Twitter that have this huge level of emotional problems. Their parents probably didn't love them. I think I was even, like, 14, like, every now and then, right? If you're with your parents outside and they actually love you, the gestures that are being done here are not either bizarre nor weird. Like, it's perfectly fine. If I sit at a McDonald's and next to me there is, like, a 12-year-old and their mother, like, gives them a piece of fry and then smiles at them, I would not consider that to be creepy. Okay? But then again, I don't spend my entire life on Reddit, so the fuck do I know? She can sit on a chair on her own instead of on her dad's lap. Again, I do not understand the power that these individuals have in order to carbon date the cartoons so accurately. I genuinely, like, do not know the age of any of these characters. Like, unless it's being told. The only thing that I know is that these two are adults, but I don't even know their race. I don't know their ethnicity. It's the anime style. It makes it very difficult to carbon date, right? So unless the person tells you, like the reader, it's like, okay, well, this is like a 25 or a 35-year-old man, I'll be like, okay. Sure, why not? I mean, if the lore states, the lore states. All I know is that, okay, this is clearly underage. Like, this is a child. This is the mother. I assume she's over 18. Unless told otherwise, this is how my brain works. It's kind of looking at a caricature, right? Like, it doesn't have the elements for a human. Like, this is not a nose. The eyes are way too big for human proportions. It's called make-believe. You know, like, you don't really need all the elements to be there so your brain can make sense of what's going on. Too difficult of a, you know, we should call an art expert to, like, measure how big the head to waist proportion is. Like, that's actually how they can measure things. But anyway. So I always it sounds about the young kid. Japan has this way of infantilizing everything. Like their obsession with pets and autistic cat girls. Yeah, it's called an obsession with cuteness. And the reason for it is that cuteness sells. Like, people like cute things. They want to protect cute things. I know that some people on Reddit and Twitter prefer to fuck everything that moves, but average people don't. Like, believe it or not, average people can watch a sexy outfit from a My Hero Academia character without trying to fuck that character. It can, like, just look pleasing. It can look like nice to behold. Like a cat, for instance, right? Like, a cat is cute. It's adorable. I would want to hug it and pet it, but that doesn't mean that I would want to fuck it, right? Does that make any sense? I don't know how to reach these people. I'm trying my best. Look, I'm doing everything that I can. But unfortunately, even I have my limits. Like, I don't know how else to explain. You all saw a cute anime McDonald's ad that you thought, how can I make it about my hatred for black and trans people? Oh, this must be like the comparison to the US commercial. You can, by the way, like, again, this is very controversial what I'm going to say here, but you can dislike a commercial without actually being racist or transphobic. Like, just because you paid for a trans person to make a commercial for you, that doesn't mean that your commercial is above criticism. The reason people dislike that commercial is that it doesn't show a burger. It doesn't like try to promote the product. It's just lecturing, condescending. It is done to create outrage. People are sick and tired of outrage. This is why this commercial is so popular, because it's just wholesome. There's no criticism, there's no lecturing, no, it's just like, here's a family enjoying a boiga. That could be you if you go to the McDonald's right now. This is why people enjoy this shit, okay? It's very simple, it's not complicated. The chat looks like they're about pedophilia. Alright, we already covered this. Now, what's interesting is that there has been another cartoon that came out, another commercial. It's got like the same lo-fi setting, and that's it. Like it just shows a couple of people in a car, and I think it refers to Halloween, and they're enjoying the boiga. There's a little bat. And do you know what the people on Twitter are doing right now? Like, can you guess? What is the political message? What are they trying to say? And I'm thinking, like, how demoralized is the West? And the answer is quite severely, because I from Romania, I'm looking like this. I just, like, no, we do not have, like, commercials that talk to us about death and not show the boiga. People from Japan on various forums, they're like, wow, holy shit. Like one commercial is enough to, on one hand, unhinge so many weirdos on Twitter, and the other hand, to have like a huge number of people that are like, oh my god, this commercial is so wholesome. Like literally worshipping a fucking commercial. Like here in my country, we don't know how to turn off the commercials. They're everywhere. But like I see in America, like people who are looking at a commercial and they're like, wow, this is so beautiful. Dude, like I get it, but like it's not normal. None of you are normal. Like whatever happened? It's like to have like this commercial to be controversial. The previous one still. To have individuals which think that it's controversial. To show something that is so normal that if it didn't exist, you wouldn't exist. Without people fucking, without families, you wouldn't be here. So I don't know why that being shown to the public is so unreasonable. And I do know why they don't like anime, by the way. And the connection between, like, what they're trying to say, that, like, all anime is pedophilic. Vice News did an article about that, and it was nominated with the Pulitzer. They're coming for the anime. Because, like, the actual commercials from the West, Disney, Netflix, they can't compete. Comic books industries. They cannot compete. Go into a comic book store. Manga everywhere. The only thing they have is shame. Like, this is how they know how to destroy something, right? They went into comic books. They went into video games. It is misogynistic. It is racist. Oh, put us in charge. And now they're doing the same with anime. Oh, that looks so young. Oh, are you a pedophile? Oh, put me in charge so I can vet your characters. That's what they're trying to do. They can't compete it. They try to deconstruct it. Let me know what you guys think, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.